I love the sun because I'm Sun Man Patu. I love the moon because I'm Sun Man Patu. The sun, man, and the Patu is the owl. I'm comfortable at night or day. But I always tell people, if you're going to be out in the morning, make sure you get some of that morning sun. Morning sun is very, very important. We know the sun is constant, meaning it's always emitting energy. The sun remains itself for billions or trillions of years. But when the sun rises in the east, it influences our atmosphere to produce a certain type of chemical, a waking chemical, a chemical that nourishes the body and the trees and the plants, as well as the mind. Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. I can see why the ancient people worship the sun. You know, when you're going home and you live in a rural area or back streets and it's dark and your city don't put up no street lights, you're going through all of that darkness and it's kind of disconcerting to the mind and the body because it's dark. You can't see. But all of a sudden, when that sun breaks the horizon, your body changes, your mind changes, your mood changes. So there's something going on with the interaction of that constant sun with our magnetic field and our atmosphere coming from a certain direction. It produces certain chemicals on the planet. As above, so below. It's reflected in your body in the form of serotonin and melatonin. So that morning sun, there's a guy who gets up, an Indian guy, I forgot his name, I shared it on Instagram. And this guy basically eats the sun every morning. He sun gazes. So he's charging up his subtle body and his gross material body according to the rules of nature. And then when the sun sets on the other side of the world, it's still the same constant sun. But because the magnetic energy, the way the sun is interacting with the earth from a different direction, it produces a different set of chemicals. And that's where your melatonin comes in. So the melatonin and serotonin cycles are based upon the sun and its interaction with your atmosphere. If you want to know how to slow down aging, it's going to take a lot of effort and endeavor on a material level. Now, you could slow down aging by engaging in devotional service, but that is transcendental activity. That is not material or subtle science. That is transcendental science. So, devotional service is one way you can negate the aging process. And another way to combat the aging process is to leave the atmosphere of a sun. So, the Bible says the rising and setting of the sun is what numbers our days. The Vedas also confirm that by the rising and setting of the sun, we age. So one of the ways to slow down your aging process is to go far out away from any given star so you could be outside of its magnetic atmosphere. Look, you visit another planet, right? You're already on the planet, whether your feet touch that planet. Once you hit the magnetic sphere of any celestial body, you are in its atmosphere. So there are earthlings who live on this planet that have never touched the earth. They live in the magnetic sphere of the earth, which goes out very far. There are beings from the solar system who have never lived on a planet, but they live in the magnetosphere of the sun, which expands, scientists say, for light years. Dang. So the atmospheric bubble of the sun is bigger than the sun itself. The atmospheric bubble of the earth is bigger than the earth itself. So you have beings who live on earth because they have air bodies, or their bodies are composed mostly of gas. They live in our atmosphere. We don't interact with them. We don't have the tools to interact with them yet, but those tools are coming. Likewise, you got beings that live in every inch of the cosmos. They got planets out there that are roaming around by themselves that have life on them. They have stars out there that don't have no family and that are just like free radicals moving around the universe. You know? The universe is an amazing thing. So the sun is indeed worshipable because the sun is one of the manifestations of God. Just like the moon is one of the manifestations of God. Without the moon, your food would be very boring and it would all taste the same, because the moon is what gives the juiciness, the succulence, the flavor to fruits and vegetables. So without the moon, the fruits and vegetables will grow, but they'll all probably just taste like carrots. The moon and the sun work together, just like the hormones in your body work together. Keep studying your science. Science is everything. And we know science comes from the Supreme Lord. Y'all be blessed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.